first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Carr going to throw. Snead's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw his car. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a first down. So
here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Ravens.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Carr. He completes it to Snead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Second and 20. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 23-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro there to make the grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 57 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now, because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second down, Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike 20, ready? 93. Mike 20. Go on.
Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 57 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Raiders 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're good. Ready? Express.
20, Mike, 20. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
93.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Again, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Carr again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Your attention, gain of the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. Snead's got it. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And Willie Snead had some of his best numbers early in his career with Drew Brees in New Orleans. Spent the last 3 years in Baltimore, a dependable receiver who also blocks well downfield. Good catch there.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Carr to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Daniel Carlson on first field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year-2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens add on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw his car. Open man, that's Renfro. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 19-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Another nice decision there by Marcus Peters to go for the football, and he comes down with it yet again. Since coming into the league in 2015, no one has more interceptions than Marcus Peters. He's averaged better than 5 per year.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Baltimore.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well. And he connects on a big one there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown Raiders. Henry Ruggs. 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit.
For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that's speed in evidence there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Carr will look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Open man is Duvernay.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll run. It's Dobbins.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the Raiders' 33.
Throwing is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A very solid gain of 27. A yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Touchdown! It's complete. J.K. Dobbins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Raiders 18.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Drake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Drake. A first down and more for Drake. Fights through him and down to the 20. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Raiders 18.
49.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a first down. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 34 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
49.
Now Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. That's taken in by Duvernay. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Snead. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. Snead's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Watch the run. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. They're down. Jim.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It will only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.